Series protagonist Nathan Hale may have hung up his trusty auger for good, but the battle against the Chimera rages on in Resistance 3, which is actually the fourth installment in the franchise following the impressive Resistance Retribution for PSP. With this latest sequel, the PlayStation exclusive shooter returns with new weapons, a new leading man, and a new set of features including support for stereoscopic 3D and PlayStation Move controls. Our latest trip to the front lines revealed a ravaged 1950s America in not much better shape than when we last saw it. The situation is definitely looking grim, and by the sound of things, it's only going to get worse.
Scrounge for weapons and ammo, then get back to town. There's more of them on the way.
Despite the heroic efforts of the Sentinels, humanity's last few survivors have been forced into hiding as a growing Chimera threat sweeps the globe. Worse yet is that the explosion triggered at the end of the second game has triggered a wormhole overlooking New York City, threatening to end all life on the planet. Seeing opportunity in this time of crisis, a familiar face from the past appears with a risky plan to turn the tables in humanity's favor. Returning to the fray as Resistance 2 sidekick Joseph Capelli, it falls on you to make the perilous journey northeast and rid the states of their vile alien oppressors once and for all. From the game's new protagonist to the loss of some familiar features like regenerating health, initial impressions may paint the picture of a sequel far removed from series convention, but the heart of a true Resistance game still beats underneath. Like the diverse kit of futuristic alien and retro human tech, Resistance 3 plays off the notion of mixing the old with the new, to forge elements that head in interesting new directions. The end result is a faster, fiercer game that's ultimately a bit less forgiving than its predecessors, but luckily, Joseph's got the means to deal with the heavily armed Chimera with some firepower of his own. Keeping true to the spirit of the series, Resistance 3's characteristic loadout of alien-flavored weaponry remains the focal point of the experience. Expect to see old favorites like the Bullseye interspersed with new ones like the Deadeye, a long-range Chimera sniper rifle packing one hell of a shot. A new focus on survival means that ammo is scarce, encouraging players to make the best out of each round, especially when it comes to managing the new alt-fire options on some guns. The deployable turrets from the Marksman will definitely see some use in many of the hellish scenarios the game throws your way, but the more open-ended levels and a system that dynamically upgrades your weapons with each successive use, it's clear that Resistance 3 isn't about to play favorites with hard-set guns or tactics. While the long road to New York is paved with what looks to be one of the biggest campaigns in the series yet, the multiplayer, by contrast, seems determined to provide a more focused experience, capping headcounts at 16 players while nixing the separate 8-player co-op campaign featured in the second game for a 2-player story mode. Quantity isn't necessarily indicative of quality, so we'll have to wait and see if Resistance 3's leaner, meaner multiplayer, as well as its new customizable progression system, amounts to bigger fun in the end. Lock down your sights on game trailers in the coming weeks as we deliver further impressions, as well as the full review, early in September.
All ready. Prepare for